We have Scott Walker with us here today. He's a financial advisor in Wichita, and a good theme that he has going here. Everybody's talking so much about basketball and that Final Four, but really, as much as we all love basketball, the most important thing for us is our own financial future and those Final Four. So let's talk a little bit about that, Scott.
Well, you know, 1 out of 3 Americans today have realized that they have not saved enough for their retirement, and it's a major concern for them.
Well, and that's just it, and that's an alarming number. So if you realize that, if you get to that point, Scott, that's a great thing to, first of all, to recognize. What do you do? What's the first step you do after that?
One of the first steps, you know, people get caught up, should I save for my retirement? Should I provide for my kids' education? As a parent and a grandparent, and I understand the desire to do that, to help with college for either your kids or your grandparent, but the most important is saving for your retirement. You've got to prepare yourself because you potentially will live longer in retirement than we may have in our working years.
That's a great point, Scott, because as much as you at home, you may want to put your kids or your grandkids through college. It's certainly a noble thing and a wonderful thing, but at the same time, you've got to take care of yourself or else you're just going to be a greater burden on them when they get older, right?
I agree.
So let's talk about some of the other things. So what would you say are some of the best ways that people can start maximizing that 401k?
Well, a lot of people, when they think about maximizing their 401k, are we putting enough in to get the company match? Well, really the truth is for most of us, we can put up to $17,500 into our 401ks, and if we're over 50, even more. So if you have the ability to and the discipline to, the more you can save today will help you enjoy retirement in the later years.
Is there a target number that you kind of look at for people, Scott, and you say, by this age, you should have this much?
I don't know if there's a true target for that. It's a matter of when we get to one of the other Final Four of this, are you thinking about retirement or visualizing your retirement? If you truly have goals for retirement, of what you want to do and what you want it to look like, that gives us a better handle on the amount of assets you've got to have available to do that. Most importantly, you have to also think through these assets. Are you really in an accumulation stage or an income stage with them?
And real quickly, we have only time for the final of our Final Four, and that's picturing retirement. When should you start doing that?
As soon as you can. There's never a time like today or even yesterday to start saving for retirement.
I know he tells people this all the time, but again, too many people just aren't doing it. We always look at it as too far down the road, but it's some great advice. And Scott, we're going to have you on the show again sometime. This is really good stuff. So again, keep those Final Four of finances in mind.